Why do beginners keep missing easy clay targets? Why does clay pigeon shooting feel so hard at first? Because most new shooters try to aim the shotgun instead of learning smooth movement. The target is flying fast, your gun is moving, and everything happens in a split second. Welcome to my channel, Shotgun IQ. In this video, I'll break down clay pigeon shooting basics step by step for beginners, including safety, stance, shotgun hold, and simple tips that help you improve faster and start breaking more clays consistently. Part 1. What is clay pigeon shooting? Clay pigeon shooting is a sport where shooters try to hit flying clay discs launched into the air. These clay targets simulate the movement of birds in flight. There are different types of clay shooting, like trap, skeet, and sporting clays. But the fundamentals stay almost the same. No matter the discipline, success comes down to movement, timing, focus, and consistency. And the biggest thing beginners need to understand is this: clay shooting is not about carefully aiming. It's about smooth target movement. Unlike rifle shooting, you do not stop and line up a perfectly still target. Everything is happening in motion. The target is moving fast, your shotgun is moving, and your reaction time has to stay quick and natural. That's why many beginners struggle at first. They overthink every shot, focus too much on the barrel, or try to force perfect aim. But experienced shooters know the secret is staying smooth and relaxed. Your eyes should stay locked onto the clay target, while the shotgun naturally follows your vision. And once beginners understand that concept, everything starts feeling easier. The more comfortable your movement becomes, the more consistent your shots become. Because great clay shooting is really about rhythm, control, and building repeatable habits under pressure. Part 2. Safety first. Before anything else, always start with safety. In clay pigeon shooting, good safety habits matter more than skill, experience, or expensive equipment. Because one careless mistake can become dangerous very quickly. Always keep the shotgun pointed in a safe direction, even when you think it's unloaded. Keep your finger off the trigger until you're fully ready to shoot. And always wear proper eye and ear protection before stepping onto the range. Shotguns are loud, and flying clay fragments can become hazardous without protection. If you're shooting with other people, make sure the shotgun stays unloaded until it's your turn. Open the action whenever you're not actively shooting, and never move between stations with a loaded shotgun. Another important beginner habit is learning proper muzzle awareness. Always pay attention to where the barrel is pointing, especially when turning or talking with others nearby. Safe shooters stay aware of their surroundings at all times. You should also listen carefully to the range officer and follow all range commands immediately. The best shooters in the world still prioritize safety every single time they shoot, because great clay shooting doesn't start with accuracy. It starts with discipline, awareness, and safe habits built over and over again. Part 3. The correct stance. Now let's talk about stance. Most beginners stand too stiff or too square to the target, and that creates a huge problem before the shot even starts. Because if your body can't move naturally, your shotgun movement becomes slow, jerky, and inconsistent. Instead, your stance should feel athletic and balanced. Almost like you're preparing to catch a ball or throw a punch. Place your feet about shoulder width apart. Your front foot should point slightly toward the target area, and your weight should stay slightly forward. Lean gently onto your front foot instead of standing straight upright. This helps control recoil, keeps your balance stable, and allows your upper body to rotate more smoothly during the shot. A good stance makes the shotgun feel lighter and easier to control, and that becomes extremely important on fast-moving targets. Another common beginner mistake is keeping the feet completely still during the shot. Your body should stay relaxed and flexible, because clay pigeon shooting is built around movement. The smoother your body moves, the smoother the shotgun moves. And smoother movement usually leads to cleaner target breaks. Before calling for the clay, make sure your stance already feels comfortable and natural. If your body feels tense before the target even appears, your shooting usually becomes rushed and inconsistent. Part 4. How to hold the shotgun. One of the biggest beginner mistakes is holding the shotgun too tightly. Most new shooters think a tighter grip gives them more control, but in reality, too much tension makes the shotgun movement stiff and unnatural. And clay pigeon shooting depends on smooth movement far more than brute strength. Your grip should stay firm but relaxed. You want enough control to guide the shotgun smoothly, without forcing the movement. Bring the shotgun naturally into your shoulder pocket. Don't jam it aggressively into your shoulder. The gun should feel connected to your body, not forced against it. Another major mistake beginners make is lifting their head off the stock the moment they shoot. This instantly changes eye alignment and usually causes missed targets. Keep your cheek connected to the stock consistently throughout the shot. Many experienced shooters call this cheek weld. The more consistent your head position stays, the more consistent your shooting becomes. Your upper body should also stay slightly leaned forward. This helps absorb recoil and keeps your balance stable during movement. Remember, great clay shooters don't fight the shotgun. They move with it naturally, because in clay pigeon shooting, consistency matters far more than strength. Part 5. How to improve faster. If you want to improve quickly, don't obsess over perfection. That's one of the biggest mistakes beginners make. They constantly overthink their stance, their lead, their timing, and every single miss. But great clay shooting usually comes from simple, repeatable movement, not perfect mechanics. Focus on building consistency first. Practice mounting the shotgun the same way every time. Practice keeping your eyes locked on the target instead of the barrel. And most importantly, stay relaxed. Tension makes the shotgun movement stiff and jerky. Smooth movement creates better shots. Many beginners also get frustrated after missing several clays in a row, but even experienced shooters miss targets sometimes. Missing is part of the learning process. The goal is not to hit every clay immediately. The goal is to improve your timing, movement, and confidence, little by little during every session. One of the fastest ways to improve is simply shooting regularly. Even short practice sessions help build muscle memory and target awareness. Over time, your movements start feeling more natural, your reactions become faster, and your accuracy improves without forcing it. Because consistency comes from repetition and confidence, not from trying to create perfect shots every time. Clay pigeon shooting looks difficult at first, but once you understand the basics, everything starts making more sense. Focus on smooth movement, target focus, and consistency. And over time, breaking clays starts feeling natural. If you enjoyed this beginner guide, make sure to subscribe for more clay shooting tips, trap shooting guides, and shotgun shooting techniques.